What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the King Cain Way. It's me, King Cain. I'm here to give you a review over Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 11, the reunion part 2. It's a lot going on tonight. Tonight it was a lot going on, a lot of arguments, just a whole bunch of extra shit going on. So I'm just gonna get through this review. It's a lot of shit I want to comment on. So just enjoy the video, just chill, play it while you're working out, play it while you're driving to work, play it while you're grocery shopping. Just play and just let it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? So the reunion opens up with Kandi and Portia. They're being questioned about their clean slate. Allegedly, they're supposed to be working on a friendship and letting the past be the past. But they go back and they show the whole story about Portia and her man and how Kandi was just being shady and bringing all these people in, discussing this girl's business and telling Portia that she needs to take it slow and really not seeing and not knowing how serious Dennis and Portia was. So it was kind of annoying to watch because that's the whole reason why I do not like Kandi. It's because I feel like Kandi can never mind her own business. But I don't know. It is what it is. So then they discuss Todd's party, and that's when shit goes haywire. Basically, Portia feels like Jamie is in the wrong. Candy's in the wrong for even bringing Jamie to the table, period. Because Portia's like, okay, if me and you are working on a good bond, a new friendship, a new whatever, why would you bring this girl who is like one of my arch nemesis in Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? And let's be real, all they do was talk about Portia. Every scene we saw Jamie, she was discussing Portia. And Portia just really felt some type of way about that. And then she felt like Jamie made up the shit about the whole blow up about Todd's party. And Kandi was like, hold up, because there was multiple people there. And Portia was just basically like, I was not drunk. Like, it sounded like Kandi was trying to insinuate that Portia had been drinking, because Portia's like, I wasn't drinking. Then they showed the picture of her with her cup. And she was like, girl, that was a mock tail or something, like just maybe some cranberry juice and apple juice or something undramatic. And Eva co-signed and said she was there. She didn't hear about the situation. So basically, again, Kandi just riding for the Kandi coded clique, and Portia's basically letting this bitch know, like, first of all, I was pregnant. And I love when Andy asked Kandi, so how do you feel now knowing how Todd accused her of being drunk? I did not like how Candy's sitting up there saying, oh, I could show you the picture or this, that, and the third. And to me, that's like rude and disrespectful, Kandi. Because first of all, bitch, if you were pregnant, you don't drink anyway. You know, not even being pregnant. So if anybody lie on you, it's a big deal. It's a big issue. It's a big dramatic moment. But you can go around here and fabricate these things and fabricate these wannabe stories. And it's not fair. Like, I believe Portia. And when Portia says she wasn't drunk, she wasn't drunk. Todd, you know, he works in production. So I feel like he knows when to and how to get into his wife and get into the tea and make her do shit that causes her to look stupid. And like I said, Kandi was just basically disagreeing with Portia about the whole Jamie situation. And I didn't like it. And like I said, Kandi, what would you do if if Todd's ex was at a party and, you know what I'm saying, kiss, hug, touch, or whatever the case may have been? How would you feel? You know, you get rowdy and you get crunk when it's about Todd's short ass. So I feel like you're completely out of line. But, you know, they seem to be cool and move past it. I love when Eva was like, shit, this is Atlanta. Shit, you got to nuck if you buck. And Andy was like, what the hell is nuck if you buck? So they explained that to him. That was hilarious. And then it goes into Nene talking about that she's mad because her and Portia made a pact that the tea that Kandi gave to them even though Nene did run it back to Portia, Portia was never supposed to say who she got the tea from. And I hate when you give somebody some tea and they run it back and they just put you in. It's like, damn, bitch, I gave you that tea for it to be confidential and for you to keep it on the hush. And that's basically Nene's issue. And I think that was the start of Big Sis versus Little Sis, that whole fallout. Because, damn, I give you some tea, I give you some information. Do what you got to do, but just don't put it out there. Like, I hate that shit. I really do. So then, so anyway, they get to talking about the tea from Candy, and Candy is just basically saying that she doesn't really have an issue with Dennis, and she felt bad. She's over it, and you know, her and Portia have this whole moment, even though Nene is basically saying, "Oh, I can't believe she did that. I can't believe she did that. I can't believe she threw me under the bus." Woo, 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 woo. And it's just like, Nene, it's really not that serious. We all know y'all were friends, so it is okay for you to tell your friends something. Because if it was me, I'd be like, bitch, this is the tea, this is what was said, and this is what the gag is, period. Then Portia goes into the tattoos on her man. She love him. She don't give a fuck if it's, say, Candy name, Keisha name, Alexis, Billy Joe. She don't give a fuck what the name is. She kissed her man tattoos and she loved her man. And then Andy throwing some good shade, asking would Candy be the godmother. I thought that was hilarious. But I did see Portia's live with all those gifts. And like Portia said, she's rich. So she could definitely be the godparent. That was hilarious. Then we get into the whole Nene and Greg situation. Very, very, very hard to watch. Greg is just not that confident guy that we've all grown to love. Just even his body language. He was sitting there with his head down. He was just looking down. He looked very much sad. And they were just discussing. Basically, Nene is in her feelings about Greg. And I'm so over how she's acting. She's just being very insensitive to the situation with Greg. And all the ladies commented on it in their green screens. And it's just not right. You know, I'm not really, like I said in the last video, I haven't been here for Nene. I think that you can't tell somebody how to react when they're going through stuff, but I think that she's doing things way too left field, and it's just coming out very, very insensitive, and I am not here for it at all. She opens up about being in counseling with Dr. Jeff, even though she says she didn't fuck with him back in the day, that they are, taking the right steps, and Dr. Jeff is helping them. Greg is there. He's just talking about his testing and his cancer situation, and how he's just so happy that he's moving forward and just trying to get better and be stronger. He even mentioned he had to take 35 Alka-Seltzers a day, and I said, wow, like this man was really, 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 really sick and didn't even know. So then they go into the whole being grouchy thing, and allegedly Dr. Jeff told him to stop using that term because it's not the right term. But which I can kind of understand where Nene is coming from, that if somebody's going through something and they're being mean, it kind of makes you not want to be there for them. But at the same time, that person is sick, so your feelings, or not really your feelings, but your shit can go on the back burner because it's like, calm down. But she said that they was rocky before, but I just kind of find that hard to believe. Just based on what we've seen on the show, we never really just saw a big blow up other than that blow up they had seasons ago. So I really didn't understand what Nene was talking about when she kept saying, you know, her little shit about that and being so insensitive. I just kind of felt like she was even trying to argue with him on the set, just about the whole situation. She's obviously still hurt because he cheated on her big 7-foot ass. She's obviously still pressed, and that's something that hopefully they work on in counseling. I just feel like she's just complaining. It's like, damn, bitch, the man was sick. Like, the goddamn man was sick, bitch. And I feel like if you want to leave him, go on and leave him. Like, don't drag this out. Don't do this. Like, Nene is just very, 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 very annoying, and then just alluding to the divorce. Girl, bye. Next, Marlo and Tanya come out. I don't like Tanya's look at all. I don't like Marlo's dress. However, I do like Marlo's hair and makeup. Marlo's a very beautiful woman. I think Tanya's beautiful. However, I don't like Tanya's look. Don't like Marlo's dress. So they start talking about the Destin trip, and they emphasize the high-low situation, and they basically just show the demise of Tanya and Nene's friendship. They even showed the whole comment when Nene made about Tanya might marry someone else and Tanya being in her feelings. And then Andy asked Nene how did she feel when production did the name switch, when it went from showing Tanya's name and then showing Nene's friend to showing Eva's friend, and Nene's basically nonchalant and I don't care and this, that, and the third, and everybody's acting like that was like hilarious, and that was crazy to me how that switched up, but you can clearly see that Eva and Tanya had the stronger connection. I think after that highlight comment, Nene never really truly came back from that. Marlo was being very, 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 very shady. Basically, there was a conversation and Nene and Andy were talking, and basically Marlo was like, okay, so are you and Eva friends? And Eva was just like, well, no, I don't think so, yada, yada, yada. And then Marlo's like, girl, you fall out with all your friends and all your bridesmaids. And it's just so hilarious. I love Marlo shade because Marlo shade is very truthful. It's very uncut. And that's the type of shade that I like to throw. I like to throw shade that's honest and will leave you gagged. So that was hilarious. Nene and Tanya kind of go back and forth. Nene basically lets Tanya know, girl, you're reaching. And if you want a peach, good luck getting one because you have to stick it up your P-U-S-S-Y, bitch, because you're not getting one from me. You're not getting an argument from me, which I get that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people who are not on the show come on the show and then they want to like try to come for you and things like that. So, you know, you just have to know who you want to argue with. And so I definitely see where Nene's coming from when she's like, I'm not giving you that peach. I'm not. So then Nene's just being very, very sarcastic, and her and Tanya in with crystal clear. They did a little go back. It kind of reminded me of We See Each Other. It was this We See Each Other moment. It was hilarious. Nene basically said Tanya's not a friend. She moves like a fish. Cynthia makes her little comment, basically telling Tanya that Nene wasn't being shady about the comment about being married or whatever. And Marlo's just continues to shade Eva. And Eva and Nene go back and forth. And Marlo basically just lets Andy know, like, I just be saying shit because Andy asked her about the whole 2 kids by 2 different men. She was like, I don't care, I'm petty. I just be talking off the dome with woo-woo. And that was that. So it was a very good back and forth moment. You know, when it comes to Marlo and Eva, everybody asked who kind of won that battle, and everybody gave it to Eva. Marlo said her parts were cut out. I can see how that could happen because it probably was a little uncut and raw. But at the end of the day, I think Marlo was getting the girls together, and I love the position that Marlo plays. So then we get into Shamari. Boom, like an 808. Yes, Andy, you better come through with the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, whenever black was a thing. You better get into it. So they bring up Shamari's storyline with her husband, her kids, and having the open marriage, which I'm here for. Do you, whatever works for you in your marriage, I'm here for it. The fact that she may be an alcoholic, and her fashion woes. Basically, Marlo is getting on this bitch saying that this bitch is an alcoholic. She has an issue. Betty Ford. And he was like, I don't even know what that means. Andy was like, it mean rehab. You know, I leave it up to Andy to come through with the quick reads and the quick shade. And my whole thing is, Marlo, you're not perfect. I don't like that you're trying to judge this woman because you're not in her shoes. You know what it's like to not have one child, but to have 2 at one time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Shamari just already seems a little weak-willed. But I do think that she does have a strong mind. But I think that, like Portia said, she doesn't know her limit when it comes to drinking. Candy said that she doesn't think that that Shamari has a drinking problem. But Marlo was like, why did you tell her at the thing at the wedding, you might not have another drink. And basically Candy was just like, I just don't want her making a fool of herself. And so Marlo and Shamari are going back and forth, and basically Shamari is just reading her as well, basically saying, bitch, you can't give me no advice about nothing. You can't give me advice about a motherfucking team, bitch. A motherfucking team. And so that was that. She told Marlo that she was a convict with a lisp. First of all, don't come for us with lisps. I have a low-key lisp, bitch, Shamari. But at the end of the day, we all know Marlo is fashion. And Shamari, you do fall a little low sometimes. But that was a whole cute shade moment. I love the Zara gift card. Eva, you tried it, bitch. Your shoes came from Zara. No shade to Zara. But girl, bye. Don't try to sit here and act like these was just some old Moroccan designer ass shoes when you bought them from Zara in Morocco. Relax. Take your gift card. That was perfect. Yes, Shamari. Give the bitch a zip card. Nasty bitch. And then Andy even asked, so why don't Nene take flack for her fashion? Because Nene is the most basic of the group. Nene is always in jeans, a t-shirt, and the captain little kimono thing. And I'm just like, yeah, that's that. But, you know, Marlo's basically riding for her the whole time. Then they get into the bi-wig party and how everybody was late and Nene is just annoyed. Portia even lets Nene know that she was hurt by her comment, saying that there's like women in the hood that do this and got that, and she could have been on time, woo, woo, woo. And let me get me wrong, as a person, as a Virgo, just as who I am, I'm a very on-time person. I hate when people are late and tardy. If you're going to be 3 or 4 hours late to my event, please don't fucking come. I think that is the most disrespectful thing. It shows that you don't care. It shows that you don't want to be there, so just don't be there. You know what I'm saying? That's just period. So I definitely think Nene had a right to say everything that, to feel how she felt about Portia being late. Like, bitch, get on time. Like, all y'all always late, and it's rude, and it's disrespectful, and it's tacky. So basically, do not go in her closet. And Tanya threw her little shade, basically saying, yeah, we can't tell if your closet is everything because we weren't allowed to go in it. They allude to closet gate, and then they allude to belt gate. Andy even mentioned that Nene said that everybody's hair was strategically placed to hide their bald edges, because we do know a lot of the ladies are bald, with the exception of Eva, Cynthia, and Tanya, and Shamari. I think all the ladies are missing a few edges, which is quite normal. It's really not that big of a deal. But hell yeah, they filming a nationally syndicated show. I'm not gonna come on TV showing my bald edge, so my shit gonna be swooped to the side, like Portia said, to hide any imperfections, and that's just on period. I understood that. And it was so hilarious when Nene was like, yes, Andy, the hair was strategically placed. And Cynthia was like, yeah, she would know. Because like I said, Nene had the claw, the octopus, the jellyfish thing going down here that I absolutely hated. So bitch, you were hiding your imperfections as well. So then they get into the thing, Nene was late in Tokyo, even though she's always complaining about being late. And like I just said, Nene went into the hours thing. It's just disrespectful. Her and Portia start going back and forth, and Portia basically says a mouthful and lets Nene know that she's very hurtful. Bitch, we don't pray for you. We've rallied around you. We love you. You know what I'm saying? We've really tried to be there for you, and for you just to say, fuck all of us, is disrespectful. Nene could care less. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Is basically her stance this entire time. And it was just kind of hurtful because Andy was just like, bitch, what's wrong? Like, this girl pouring her out, like, what's really wrong? But like I said, when a person is miserable, that shows, and you see it, and it's very, 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 very tragic. It's very toxic. Nene also clears up the beef with her and Marlo. She apologizes to Marlo. They have a cute moment, and Marlo even tells Nene that she needs to open up to people. You need to stop being this type of way, and I think Nene received it because that is her sister. Cynthia was just looking hurt when she was trying to explain to Nene about compassion and what it is that she was trying to do. And Nene is just very standoffish. And I'm just like, all y'all on that couch, on the left couch, just shut the fuck up. Quit trying to explain yourself to her because she don't care. It is what it is. Y'all done said y'all piece and just keep it moving. So as the end wraps up, Nene's just basically talking about, I had a breakdown. I had a breakdown. Okay. Like, I just feel like Nene is just on this whole sympathy train, and I'm just sick of it. I'm over it. You're selfish. I'm so ready for part 3. We're going to get into Beltgate, and then they're going to get into some other things. And I'm just really excited to wrap up this season because Potomac is coming back. And, you know, a lot of times when you do a sister show, it's hard to get out from under the shadows of that sister show, you know, because Potomac is the next Black of the Real Housewives franchise. So, you know, they had big shoes to fill, but it looks like it's going to be good. So, yeah, rooting for them. So, hey, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and just follow me on all of my social medias. And it's lit. Love you guys.